So when we do this measure, this is the start position. We have her fully supported on the table, so we don't have to do quite so much work. We move her into a deduction, if we were in anatomic position, or ulnar deviation. Notice that I put my force through the metacarpals here. I don't want to be pushing out here, especially if I'm looking for an end feel, because then I get all these other end feels too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there I am. I'm looking at this relationship, not these, right here. That looks to be about, I don't know, probably somewhere around 45 degrees or less, right? My end feel is very firm. Come back this way. There's my start position. I move it this way, pushing through the metacarpals, keeping her in the plane, and I get probably, I don't know, 20 degrees or something there. And that's pretty nearly, that's a firm infield. We got a couple hard infields in the other lab. All right. So now I've estimated, got my infields. I'm going to do this again, pull it out like this. You okay? Am I hurting you?
No.
Am I manhandling you?
A little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
But not really. I'm sorry not to stop. Okay? So the axis of rotation over the capitate, which we said if we just follow the third metacarpal to its base and drop into that little hollow right there. And we go through the midline of the forearm right here. It usually puts it pointing, when she's in this position at 90, it usually points kind of towards the lateral humeral epicondyle, even though it's a different bone, but that's where it points to. Now this is going to be either through or parallel to, and in this case it's going to have to be parallel to, the third metacarpal. So that's what that looks like. There's her third metacarpal right there. Does that make sense?
Yes, Ken.
Yes. We got Brandon, that was cool. It's like a Cro-Magnon man. Okay, so that's about 30 degrees or so. All right. Then bring her back to start, which would be a true zero, correct? Bring her this way. It's going to be easier for me to line up directly through the bone than this one because it doesn't go so far. There's what that is, and that ends up being about 21 degrees or so with the radial deviation
Or abduction.
or abduction. Correct.